That's two storied programs there going at it.
Yeah, it's got a good sound to it for sure. Most important thing is it's NCAA tournament play, and we drew a good opportunity to go to Louisville, start off with Miami first round. So I know they survived a challenging ACC year, and from the looks of it, have some quality guys on the mound and a very balanced team overall.
Is it easy to get past some of the disappointment of the Big 12 tournament?
Way past that, my man. Got past that about 3 days ago, to be honest with you. We played very well all year long and got a chance to go now and compete in the postseason. That's what it's all about.
Josh, you've been a part of some teams that have made the College World Series in recent years, between Arizona State, Vanderbilt, and so on. In your experience, what is the most common denominator in their deep postseason runs, you think?
Well, these postseason games typically come down to getting good quality starting pitching, playing very fundamental, mistake-free baseball on the defensive side, and being efficient enough on offense to beat what normally is some standout pitching. No one gets to this point in the year without very good pitching staffs, and some of the top ones and twos on each team are really tough challenges. So you've got to be equal to the task on the mound on your side, play good defense, and find a way to push across enough runs to win a close game. And for us, that's good because we've played a lot of games like that already. And recent weekends have given us a look at a Jonathan Gray and Overton, some of the elite pitchers. TCU's pitching staff's very good. So we've seen some great competition in the past month. And our guys should feel confident knowing, hey, we've seen some of the best already. And whatever challenge comes our way, we'll have the equipment necessary to handle it.
You see a team like Miami pop up, what's the first thing that goes through your head?
Awesome. Well, let's go. If you want to consider yourself the best, you got to go out and play the teams that traditionally have been the best or are currently the best. And so I don't really care who it is, to be honest with you. A chance to play is what this is all about, and Miami's a very good team. And so we know we'll be playing against a group of guys that are postseason savvy and winning in the postseason, and their tradition and their DNA of that program is really strong. So it's a great challenge right away.
You talked about the confidence of your three starting arms and what they've accomplished this year with their body of work.
Yeah, I think all three, in reference to Jason, Tyler, and Mark, have all pitched outstanding at times, and has been really the foundation of this team's success over the course of the year. So those guys give you a good sense of what they're capable of doing. I think we've seen complete game frontline outings out of all these guys at different stages in the season. We've had very good relief pitching throughout the year, and so this is the time of year you got to just put your confidence in those kids, believe in them, give them a good simple game plan, and tell them to go out and compete. This year's meant a lot to these guys. There's been a high level of investment from these kids to get to this point. This is personal to them, and this team and this season is something that's very personal and important to all of us. So we'll get ready. They'll be ready to go, and they'll bring it.
I'm just going to say, I'm assuming, and you're probably assuming you'll get their left-hander who's got really good numbers. What do you know about him?
Well, they've evidently announced Diaz in game one, who has equally impressive numbers as Rzuski, I believe you're referring to.
I was going to let you pronounce it.
Yeah, Rzuski, I think that's how you say it. Both really good left-handers. I think Diaz, from a quick glance this morning when I saw it, has over 100 innings pitched, so he's been a workhorse for him. And a little bit of tape. He looks like a very skilled, crafty pitcher. Their pitching coach is an outstanding coach. He was himself one of the best pitchers in Miami history and a left-hander. So he's taught and passed on some of those skills that he possessed that made him so good in college, J.D. Artiego. So we know we'll be facing a skilled pitcher, an experienced pitcher, and one that'll go out there and compete at a high level. So we have to match that challenge.
You announced your starter yet?
We're still working on it. We've been trying to get a feel for all three of our guys and how they feel, as well as get a look at the other teams and try to make good, sound decisions on who's the best fit for game one. But I believe in any of them at this point. I wouldn't have a problem starting any one of the three guys. We're going to need all three of them to pitch well to win anyway.
Going back to what you were saying with confidence, considering the team's performance in the Big 12 tournament, where do you feel like the confidence of this team is right now?
It's high. That tournament is that's all that it is. It's a tournament, and you don't define yourself by those performances. You define yourself by what you've done and who you are and what you know to be true about your team. And our guys know that from start to finish, they were the second best team in that conference throughout the course of the year. They earned that through a lot of close one-run games. And, confidence is ultimately the next day starting pitcher. That's very true in baseball. And we've got a couple guys go to the mound that give us a lot of confidence that we're going to get off on the right foot and settle in and get our feet underneath us and go compete. So I feel good about it, and I don't think there's any lingering effect from only one team ever wins a tournament anyway. Whether you finish second and get your heart broken on the last day of the tournament or you don't play well or you win a game or two and lose a game or two. It's just kind of a middle of the road feeling anyway. I think the team that really leaves that feeling great is the team that wins it. They're probably the ones that walk out there with a different sense of who they are at that time.
Let's talk about the way that Donnie's fit in as a freshman on a veteran team.
Fit in beautifully. You know, Donnie's a veteran in the way he carries himself. You know, maybe a freshman in the media guide, but he's not a freshman in the clubhouse. You know, he's grew up around it, obviously. He's earned all of his own stripes on his own, and very well received by his teammates. Really popular kid, amazingly likable, and been one of our more consistent clutch players all year long. He's been fantastic.
How much do you think Brennan and Randy have really appreciated this year of baseball they've spent together?
I hope they have a lot, because it's rare, and obviously in their case with their ages, it's the only time it could have happened. So I think they've had a lot of fun, and they've been fun for us. They're both free-spirited, and they're awesome kids. They show up. They keep the game simple. They have fun with it. They never let too many things get them down. So they're good medicine for everyone, the way they interact with each other and approach the game.
Coach, I saw Brady in the huddle there
Yeah.
in practice.
Yeah.
He likes that role, huh? The guys like having him around?
Yeah, I think he doesn't know that he's not on the team yet. He's pretty sure that he is, but hopefully in 13 or 14 years he can be the next coach's son to play here. There's something about this place that kind of yields itself to that. So yeah, he's having fun around. He's got a big T-ball game tonight, and these guys treat him awfully good. So he feels pretty comfortable around them.
Did you watch the dugout in the game?
No, he's still up there with Mama. He's still not quite ready for bat boy status, but another year he might be ready.